Hey, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to an episode of the Hustlers Catalog. This is your host, Andre Rivers. I'm the founder of Rifflecore, and we're going to discuss with you guys another little side gig you can do to make passive income without basically having to sacrifice time. And this one today, we're going to talk about the ATM business, because I know a lot of you guys assume that inside of these businesses or inside of these different entities where ATMs lay, or outside of different businesses on different streets, that those ATMs usually belong to the owner of the place that occupies the ATM. But in reality, sometimes those things are rented and bought and leased by other people. So I'm going to give you guys some information regarding how you can purchase your own ATM and get your own ATM business started and get residual income from around $20,000 to $30,000 a year, depending on how many transactions you probably receive per month. So the usual starting cost, let's begin with the starting cost for an ATM, is usually between $1,000 to $10,000. The cheapest around $1,000, and the most expensive one I've seen doing research was around $10,000. And that's usually a super high-tech one. You're probably not going to need that, but you also don't probably want to go for the cheapest ones because they're usually slower if they're used, and they also probably have easier problems in regards to stopping people who wants to hack the machine or steal from the machine or stuff like that. They're probably less resistant to those type of things. There's two ways. Like I mentioned before, you can either rent the ATM and then lease it to a site, or you can purchase the ATM and then lease it to a site. It's actually more profitable to purchase the ATM yourself and own it in full, which you would probably have to do around $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 versus taking out like a loan and renting it and basically paying monthly and then using the profit to cover what you made that month. If you just basically go out outright and buy one for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, and you're able to put that into a business or an entity who agrees to basically let you have your stuff into their business, usually what happens is you'd have to cut them a certain percentage of what you make versus versus the commission. So what do you make per commission? You'll have to give them a percentage of that to the business that hosts it, but usually you're able to basically hike the commission to what you would entail or what would be profitable to you. So those little surcharges that come with the ATM, if you own the ATM, you can basically create that and make it $1 or $2 or $3 or whatever you believe will get you over the hump to basically pay back the person who's letting you host the ATM at their business, as well as taking home a pretty profit off of people who use it. So ultimately, I would recommend buying one so that you can basically finesse the surcharge and receive higher commissions based on every withdrawal or deposit. It's ultimately a great secondary source of income. I feel like all you really need is that startup cash. You need to buy the ATM, but then you just need that startup cash to get the ATM flowing. And it's probably more so easy to get the startup cash that you would need to have in the ATM once you actually have a machine and you also have a contract with the business who's going to host yours. Because you can ultimately then go to a business, not go to a business, but go to a bank and receive that cash easier in the form of a loan when you have a contract written up already that is signed for a business to host your ATM, as well as having the ATM, because then they know that for sure they're going to be able to make some of that money back. So that's probably some of the harder part, but ultimately if you do have $2,000, $3,000 in cash, you'd be able to basically fund the machine yourself and get it started. So either way, those are the two options you can basically use. Use your own cash to fill the machine, or once you have that contract and once you have that actual ATM, you can go to the bank and probably borrow enough money to fill that ATM and then be able to basically pay them back, because they know that you already have the contract and you have the machine, so therefore you're going to make some sort of money. So they'll basically be able to be more willing to give you those funds that you request. I want you guys to check the link in my not my bio, but in the description. You'll find a website where you can actually go search and shop for ATMs in our area, the Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York area. They deliver, so there's probably a more expensive cost for a delivery, but if you also want to go pick them up, you can also do that as well. It's probably slightly cheaper, but go check that out. Let me know what you guys think, and let me also know in the comments what other stuff you guys would like to hear about on our new show, The Hustlers Catalog, where we're going to discuss how to get some money without sacrificing that time. So I'm out. This is Andre Rivers. Go to www.rifflecore.com. Check out our old content. Check out Finance Friday. Thanks for tuning into the Hustlers Catalog. Peace.